We're Americans. We go balls deep with no protection.
That's how we start the podcast.
Yeah, I got that.
Wait.
Now we're keeping that in.
Oh no.
YouTube
Is this the
doesn't
last one
swear.
before the election?
I don't know. When do you do that?
If it's next week, I think.
Remember to get out there, walk 2 of the polls, and vote on that thing.
Hashtag.
I take so long to put these up. This will probably be out after the election's over.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, America. Either way. Hi, Strip Hours 120. Hello, I'm Drive Through. I'm here. Cody's here. Slab's here.
I
Ben's
got my
here.
freeze-dried food. I've got guns and ammo. I'll be fine.
If you see Slap in the fingerless gloves, you know what happened.
With the Vienna sauce.
I'm in the tent because of Irwindale Speedway.
We will
It's
talk
dead.
about that.
Switch over.
Maybe I think the fingerless gloves and the Vienna sausage might be the reason Slap couldn't record the podcast last night, but that's just me.
That might be true.
It might have had some butt problems.
We might have gotten to half an hour before recording time, and Slap said, "Boys, it's not happening tonight."
I think that might be a title contender, like a minute into the podcast.
That's pretty good. I'm writing that.
I might
one.
have butt problems.
Or just butt problem.
Yeah. All right. NASCAR Homestead apparently was
I've
good.
seen enough. The Cup Series just needs to be the Homestead Cup Series, 36 weeks straight of Homestead Miami Speedway. I've seen enough.
Homestead's
Oops,
so
all
base, it makes
Homestead.
even the next gen cars look like they're racing good. That race was actually fantastic. I've been a
I didn't
NASCAR
watch it. I'm
hater.
kind of
Admittedly,
mad.
the
This was
last
pretty
couple years.
good.
It's
DTM with
ironic.
you, I didn't watch any of it.
But I heard it was great. My ass was not home, but I saw
back.
Twitter blowing up about it, and there was like legit battle, last lap pass for the lead, last lap like
Long-
double pass for the
Long
lead.
green flag runs with actual legitimate, genuine fucking like pit cycles.
Wow.
Pit cycle strategy.
And
Imagine that.
right when it was looking like Blaney was gonna win, but then Larson was closing in on him, and yeah, ironically, what brought out that caution that created that final restart was 7 to go was Larson completely stepping on his own.
Oh, what did he do?
Shrimp. He went for a pass on Blaney for the lead, going like 3 wide, like splitting a lap
Yeah.
car, and he just
three
wiggled just
wide on
ever
a
so
lap car.
slightly and just
Damn.
lost it. He saved it and only lost like a single spot, but yeah.
If you cause the
Implications.
caution, you should be put at the back of the field.
Nah,
You
he
shouldn't be able to
saved
keep
it.
your
No, if you save it, you're good.
But still,
He
if you
didn't
put up-
really save
cause
it,
the
though.
caution.
Yeah, he did. He got sideways. He
Well, he
straightened
didn't
out. He
wreck it.
gassed
He
it,
hit
got back up
anything.
to speed, and blended back into the pack while only losing 1 spot. That's
Yeah.
more than fair. Same
He
with
lost,
the
like,
track
he
rules.
lost like 6 spots on the pit cycle afterward. That though.
Yeah, they did kind of choke it then.
Was
Well, he
Xfinity any good?
needed like 4 tires and like clear the damage and all that shit.
That's true. Yeah,
Was Xfinity any good? Did anyone watch?
I didn't see, but I'm assuming
It's usually
so.
a banger.
What
at
the hell is
Homestead.
Xfinity?
All right.
The Bush Series.
Yeah, that championship that Carl Edwards
Grand
won in
National.
2007.
Division.
All right. Well, I guess that's your NASCAR roundup. Next
Oh,
week.
we barely
We've
talked
been
about that
eating
race.
good.
We completely.
What, you got
glossed
more to
over that.
say? I didn't
There's-
see it, so I unfortunately have no gauge.
It was just
Which
such
is my
a.
fault.
I don't know. It was one of the best NASCAR races I've seen in a long
Well,
time.
it felt like an old school race. Like it was just a race that evolved naturally. There's no BS caution. Like the caution that happened down at the end was like actually 2 guys going for it.
Yeah,
It wasn't
battling for the
like
lead.
shitter back in like 27th that had like, you know, Brian France snipe his like rear tire off or whatever, and he spins of his own accord. You know, this was actually 2 guys going for it. It was pretty based, honestly. Based race.
Multiple grooves, yeah, multiple pit strategies. Just that last lap, just kamikaze send from Reddick.
That was
and-
kind of sick. Oh, and also, Blaney was really limp in the last couple corners. That was kind of sad.
Was that more Reddick big dick in it, or more of a Blaney?
It was
choke?
both. I mean, like Reddick, like sick and
Joey
hot, and he
Logano
big
did the
dicked it.
exact. Joey Logano did the exact same thing in 2018 on Truex, going into turn 1 with like 5 laps to go, whatever it was. And he just sent it and it stuck. And then Truex was just thinking like, oh well, he's gonna play it safe. And like, no, he didn't play it safe, and he just zooms out there.
All Blaney had to do was hold the top. I don't
He
know.
won the damn war.
Well, that makes me excited to watch Martinsville and Phoenix.
I'm looking up the Jeff Gluck poll. Came in at a resounding 93.8% good race. So yeah, the people love it.
That's got to be one of the highest
that.
next gen ones ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, who is the remaining percentage, and why aren't these people getting deported?
There's a solid percentage of people on the internet who just hate everything ever and want to tell the world about it always.
Don't call
We
me
should
out
kill
like that.
those people. Those people should be hunted for sport.
All right.
It's like
the
one
most
time a
dangerous
year,
game.
just one time a year, like we have like the Hunger Games where they kill each other. There's like a few of them left, and then like the rest of us just hunt them down for sport.
The
We should be able
Purge.
to nominate people. I've got some names. All right, Martinsville next week.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's gonna kind of suck. But
This was
whatever.
a championship right here. This was the race. You don't have to watch anymore.
So
In fact,
who's-
someone could clutch it though.
That is crazy that Reddick went from flipping last week to racing his way into the championship.
It's true.
As the first
Okay.
guy since Rusty Wallace in 1993 to flip and then win the next race.
So with one race to go, going into Martinsville, Reddick and Logano are locked in. Bell is plus 29, so he's like
It's gonna take a choke. For
pretty
him,
much
like a
in.
early
Yeah,
race
he's
DNF.
gonna have to be completely demolished at Martinsville to not make it.
And then it's Byron 7 over Larson. So Larson's 7 under, Denny's 18 under, Ryan Blaney is 38 under, and Chase
gonna have
Elliott
to
is
win.
43.
He
Okay.
was locked in the final corner at.
God, can you
Homestead.
imagine if Chase Elliott won Martinsville?
I did not realize Blaney cost himself a shot at the final four in that last corner. That's
he was
crazy.
way behind in points. He was locked in with the win, and then nope, sorry.
Yeah,
Reddick got
Hamlin
it.
and Blaney both like were fighting with each other to lock in, and then both of them
Blaney might be
got-
washed. That's
both of them
crazy.
got to fighting each other, and then like neither one of them realized that Reddick was just gonna send it on the outside.
Damn.
Reddick was third and on the white flag.
Yeah.
He did a slide job on
He was
Denny.
third
1 and 2,
coming down the
cleared him with room
backstretch,
to
isn't he?
spare,
Oh, never
got
mind.
the
You're right.
momentum gathered up, and then just drove right around
Yeah, you're right. Passed him in 1 and 2.
Reddick on the
Look at
drop,
each side of the
Blaney
track.
on
He
the outside.
passed a dude.
Yeah, and then on different grooves too. He did the slide job down to the bottom in
Mm.
1 and 2, and then did the Larson line around the outside.
He has been known to enjoy some Larson lines.
Dude, he's a beast at it.
Uh,
The beast.
Speaking of which, I saw the internet making a stink because Lionel cannot make that diecast because Monster Energy, for some reason, does not like being on diecasts. I still
my
haven't figured
God.
out why.
I wouldn't
I
want to
honestly
be on a
don't know.
Lionel diecast either.
You know what? Kind of based. So Blaney and Elliott have to win. Denny might have an outside chance, and then it's like Larson versus Byron. Bell is pretty much in unless a disaster strikes, and then that'll set the final four for Phoenix, which should be interesting.
It'd be interesting if Bell like wins the race like he's done before, and then like it becomes like this crapshoot like further down in the field. You know,
It's probably
Yeah.
exactly what's gonna happen. It's
I
gonna
want to
take.
see like Denny, Chase are all at the front near the end, and they each like have to win and just go balls to the wall.
Unless
and then
Bell,
Hamlin like kills Chase Elliott like he did like several years ago again.
yeah, unless
I
Bell
remember
gets
that.
a early race DNF, it's probably just on points gonna have to come down to Larson and Byron trying to knock each other out. Which is one of those Hendrick cars probably ain't getting
It's
it.
amazing that they went from like 4 dudes in the final 8 down to like maybe one of them will make it.
into the final
Yeah.
four.
If NASCAR
Yeah.
is rigged, it would be Chase Elliott winning Martinsville.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, write it down.
Has he been good at the short tracks and the next gen cars? I know he like used to
It's
do
Hendrick
good
at
at
Martinsville.
Martinsville. Yeah,
Hendrick is
so
good at
it's-
Martinsville. it's
That's
true.
right. Yeah, they had that Ruby car race like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they
1, 2, 3,
finished-
4.
Yeah,
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'd never discount Hendrick at Martinsville.
That'll
Alright.
be interesting. I mean, who does Mr. H like more, Lego Boy Chase or Gamer Word Larson? It'll be interesting. So yeah, look out for that on your television sets. All right. The news.
Not football? 2 minutes of football?
That comes
we're
after
still
the
on
news.
racing.
Yeah, you haven't paid attention. I only have two like tiny pieces of news, one of which is like kind of funny. Did you guys see the bees at Homestead?
Yes, I did see that.
I just saw this video the other day of
It's for a bee outbreak.
Oh, what's the wrong thing?
bees.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. We have the technology.
Not the bees. No.
Don't dox anyone.
Yeah, we do. Davey posted this clip from, I guess, Tab Boyd's TikTok of these bees on the spotters stand at Homestead. And these dudes are loud.
They're
Oh, wait, this
overpowering the
isn't wrong
cars.
thing. Yeah, dude. You're just hearing, whoa, I would lose my mind.
Is that the whole race, or is that just like a swarm of them that like passed by at some point?
I mean, Davey called it an infestation, so I imagine there's got to be like a queen somewhere, and these
Also,
are probably
that
just
noise is most likely a TikTok noise.
a what?
That might be a TikTok bee
They just
noise.
piped it in.
You think so?
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense because there are
Because
race
bees don't
cars
sound
going
like that.
by.
I've watched enough like wasp removal videos to know that's not what they sound like.
I do love me some bee talk. Why is Lee
Speaking of,
Diffie
it's like
trending?
immediate check-in time, Hornet King on YouTube is the guy.
Oh, they're just just talking about how great Lee Diffie is. Okay, that's all.
Someone
other...
called Lee Diffie British.
Dude, some stupid ass
Fucking
Americans. So have you seen this crazy? Well, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Qiddiya. So Saudi Arabia is building this city in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
which...
Is that the line?
No, they have a
No.
few of these cities in the middle of nowhere. It's not the line. It's not the hexagon thing. This is like the
It's not the
Qiddiya-
islands.
I think they called it like the sports city. And this is the one where they're building that insane F1 track that has like that huge like bridge thing with the concert underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
I did
that
see
thing we looked
concepts of
at?
that. Yeah.
This fucking thing.
Jesus Christ.
It's
And
amazing what blood oil money can buy.
yeah. Well, the talk of the town this week is they posted some kind of like presentation and said like, here's the dudes that are gonna race here, and they basically listed every series in existence. And of course, NASCAR was one because they were like, we're gonna have Formula One and Formula E and freaking GT
IndyCar,
cars and whatever the
NASCAR.
hell else, yeah. And then I saw just my Twitter is filled with people like, oh my god, NASCAR, Saudi Arabia, NASCAR, and then NASCAR said they declined to comment, but they said they are exploring events in the Middle East. So maybe not this insane thing.
I can't wait until next gen car goes flipping over the bridge.
Yeah, Ross Chastain.
Dude, yeah, someone's getting
Chastain
sent
sends someone.
off
It's
of the
a fucking 20-story drop
onto the concert
onto a
underneath.
poor family that's at a bar.
Yeah. So Qiddiya, I don't know how to pronounce this. Qiddiya Speed Park. I have a strong feeling that this will never exist.
Can these people just run out of fucking oil already?
What do you mean these people?
I mean, the Saudi states, like, I'm tired of them like owning everything. They own the PGA Tour. They got like the UFC like under their thumb.
They have to distract you from all of the horrific human rights violations.
They have
in
the
country.
entire American government fucking revolving around that area because of the oil.
It is
at least
kind
for
of
the last
insane
20
how there's
years.
just all this oil money. They're just like, come to the desert, play your sports, entertain the people. And they've had dudes that get like drawn out there because they pay them a shit ton of money to like play soccer or whatever the hell. And they're just like depressed because they live in a desert and just play soccer in like an empty stadium to like 20 rich guys versus what they're
And
used
there's
to
no
in Europe.
booze.
Yeah, and
Well,
you can't even drink.
It's no difference than like Live Golf, where the golfers were being paid $400 million.
Yeah.
They're not even being broadcast on TV because there's no rights made.
Oh, Caleb's about to
That's
break
crazy.
it incoming.
What
was that?
About to break it.
What was that Formula One race they had a few years ago where there was like literally missiles going off in the fucking background?
Jeddah.
Yeah,
Jeddah.
that was Saudi Arabia.
So yeah, if you want to see
Convenient.
missiles going off during a NASCAR race,
We're
see
working
how
on
you
it.
can support this event taking place and turn this
Man,
track
I mean,
into a
if it's,
reality. and
if
not
it's
just a
in
fancy
Talladega
render.
at the right time of year, you could also have that.
All right, 2 minutes of football. Go.
The Browns are back. The Browns are back. The Browns are back. All it took was a quarterback change or quarterback murder.
Isn't
the
your
Browns
new
are back. We
quarterback
beat the
somewhat
Ravens.
questionable as well?
Sure, but we're back, baby. We're back. We're winning.
We're not going to talk about him.
Did
We have a
anybody
quarterback
watch
that
that Looney
actually
Tunes
can
ass
read.
game?
That can actually read a defense and make changes.
Hold
What's
on.
going
It's
on?
amazing.
What?
I
don't
gotta
know about
fix this.
read.
I might have made a mistake. Hold on.
Oh my God! This
Oh
is the
my God.
Cody Hours podcast. Hey, Dev. Hey.
Hey,
We're just
Yeah.
all getting our close-ups.
Ooh.
Dude, what is happening right now?
I'm fixing the podcast.
are
I
you?
don't think you are.
See?
Just kick Caleb out. Oh, okay.
This is
Looks
not
great.
the order.
Caleb,
Well,
is
hold
that
on.
McDonald's?
one thing at a time.
You
Dude.
you looking forward to that E. coli? Or
How many onions
I
do you
got
have
it.
on that
I
thing?
got it. This is
a quarter pounder? Oh my god!
You got the onions?
I'm getting the E. coli.
Why
bro.
would you
Caleb's
get a
gonna have
quarter
food
pounder
poisoning
now?
this time tomorrow, and I'm very much looking forward to
Dude,
it.
listen,
Vomiting from
my
his
week has
mouth
already
and
been bad
butthole.
enough. Like if
That
I
is
can
true.
get more insurance out of this, then
Can we talk
I can
about
get
your
more-
week? Can we talk about the life of Caleb Hoffman?
Yeah, and then we'll go back to football. I want to hear about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's deep-throated
Okay.
pies. There's nothing more personal than that. Why is
'Cause
there a
there's been a
mustard
d-
stain? Is that mustard on your shoulder, by the way? Hold on.
where?
What's that on your right shoulder? Or is that like a? Oh,
Those
never
are
mind.
little
Earwax.
clips.
I'm
Nah, you're
stupid. I'm stupid. Okay,
you're
so
crazy.
sorry, go on.
Okay,
bro seeing
So-
mustard. That's crazy.
I'm seeing
dude. Yeah,
ghosts.
he's
He was just
seeing
munching on a
ghosts.
burger, and I saw what I thought was like a little drop of something up there. Sorry.
There's
So
a drop of
I'll
something,
preface
alright.
this by saying I have not been to work since last Friday. I am complete, just degenerate. Like my sleep schedule is fucked. I've been going to bed at like 4 a.m. every night, being in shrimpage until like 8 a.m.
These
every
things happen.
day.
That ain't changing tonight, by the way.
We are playing lots of games tonight. So Friday, while I was coming home from work, I was like, yo, like where's my wallet? Like I can't fucking find my wallet. I've had this happen before, so I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, fuck it, like I'd probably left it on my desk at home. I get home, my wallet is nowhere to be found. Like I have a locator in there. That shit is gone. I'm like, where the fuck is my wallet? So again, I just chalk it up to me being like tired because I just got home from work. It's like 11:30 at night. I get on shrimpage. I have the weekend off. I play
Did you
games till
check
my
the
brain
bush?
melts.
Yeah, it's definitely in a
Alright.
Yeah.
bush.
All right. Saturday rolls around. So I have a few events on the calendar here. This is where the fun part starts. So I have this wedding it's like 2:00. I think it's like 1:45. I'm running a bit late. I'm like, fuck. There's a train like on the path I'm supposed to go, like crossing. So I'm like, shit. Like again, running behind. I'd take a quick detour. And I'm going down the street. I'm like, fuck yeah, life is great. All of a sudden, car pulls in front of me. Bam! T-boned him. Car totaled. It's done. Fucking all I remember from it is driving, seeing the nose pop out. And then the next thing I remember is fucking sitting in my chair and my airbag's off, and it smells like gunpowder after you like fire a gun a lot.
Oh yeah, that's
And,
that airbag
The smell of
Yeah.
cordite.
propellant.
Yeah, so and
Dude,
I'm just
and-
sitting there like I'm hurting. I'm like, fuck, like shit. And my first thought is like just call somebody. So I called Bella. I'm like, dude, get down here. Like I just wrecked my car bad.
Which, by the
And
way,
yeah,
it's such a classic wreck. Like, you see this all the goddamn time when the left lane is like filled up with dudes and you're just trying to roll by on the right. And some guy like sees a gap in the stopped lane and is just like, okay, all of these cars must be stopped, and just sends it. Animal.
God damn it.
Yeah, so for those of you who are wondering about the Prius lore, 314,000 miles it made before being obliterated by a random
That's fucked
Tennessean
up.
driver.
Do we have pictures of the Prius?
We do have
Post-mortem.
pictures.
Can
of the
I got
Prius.
him. Do you want me to pull him up?
Yeah, pull him
Yeah.
up, pull him up, pull him up.
It got to
I was,
pi 1,000 amount of miles, 3.14.
It's true.
Hmm.
I was in the middle of a bike ride and I just got a Caleb text that said breaking news. The Prius is dead, and it was just a picture of this fucking wrecked automobile. Just killed. Rest in peace.
Oh, that's not terrible. I
yeah,
mean,
but it's a
underneath it,
300,000 mile
yeah.
car.
Well,
Like, I
so
was-
the thing, the
I was
thing,
expecting
yeah,
it
I
to be
mean,
crunched.
yeah, well, that's the thing that kind of concerned me because I smacked him like pretty good. Like it doesn't look like I smacked him very
It's like a
well.
next gen car. There's no crush
That's what I
zone.
mean. And well, like that's what I was saying. Is like
Airbags are gone. There
I
you
was
go.
hurting pretty good. Like I was pretty sore. I have pictures of my knees were all like bloodied and bruised up from where I
Damn.
hit. I hit him going like 45. Because he pulled out right at the last second. I mean, I don't think I was on the brakes very much.
Oh, good thing there was no Riley Auto Parts right across the street.
That is true.
That is why you have to be careful if you're on the right side of stop traffic, because maybe don't go 45, but these things happen. It's not your fault.
I had people. So there was one guy that was like passing by in like the traffic, and he was like, "You can pull up, you know." And I was like, "All right, like shut the fuck up, idiot." I had a second person come by and do the same thing, and I was getting pissed. Third dude come by and was like, dude, like pull out of traffic. I was like, the car's fucking totaled, you fucking moron. Like I literally yelled that, I think, from the thing. I was like, I was so mad. I was like, what do you think is happening here?
I talk about this all the time. There's just something so just innate when you're a friggin' ape behind the wheel of a car that if anything is ever like remotely in your way or inconveniencing you, you just have to get mad about it, and like you have to force your way through
road
everything.
rage.
Dude, it just clicks something in your brain when some guy sits in the left lane in front of you. You're like, "Arr," it just works you up.
You guys have to remember that dash cam video from like a year ago, right? Of that guy just absolutely going psycho road rage from like the inside of his car, because
Yeah,
and him like driving through that parade, and he's like,
yeah, the dude from like
Oh,
Oregon
yeah.
or whatever.
that guy
Yeah.
just got sentenced to 5 years in prison for that. Like,
Good.
this week for almost hitting like all
They're
those
doing
people in that
construction
parade.
the whole way up. I can't make the exit. Fuck it. And then he just goes up the exit and there's a fucking parade there.
Dude, he's like
Yeah.
driving like on that hill, like sideways, like to go like on the curb, and yeah, he just starts
It's like-
driving over people's chairs and shit.
It's like that image of the like from behind the steering wheel of the guy with just the massive arm, just veins bulging, gripping the wheel.
Dude, like someone pointed out that the comments, it's crazy how like when he was just stuck in normal traffic, he was going psycho. When he's committing like dozens of felonies, like almost hitting children, driving over people, hitting cars, he was literally as calm as can be, just sitting there hitting a vape.
But he was moving his
in
car.
the vape, listening to new metal, realizing that he's fucked up so bad his life is over.
Dude, he did turn on like a weird song, like right
Where
when
was
his
that
road
again?
rage start. It was like Portland.
Yeah, like
That's-
Oregon or something.
Someone commented was like, "Bro had a soundtrack ready for this moment."
Anyway, so Caleb, what happens when you get into a terrible road accident and you go to reach for your driver's license and it's not there?
Yeah, so yeah, keep in mind I don't have my wallet. Thankfully, like I will say, one of my good traits about me is like under pressure, I'm not one to get like razzed easy. So like I have like a picture of my wallet on my phone, and I have like my insurance and registration already. So I just call 911. The thing that's worrying me though is the guy in the other car has not like gotten out, come spoken to me. I'm like, dude, did I just fucking like I have murdered a man? Like he's dead inside the wheel. And so he finally gets out after like I'm on the phone with 911, and he finally gets out and comes over to me, and he's on the phone, and he's just not like he's looking at me, but he's not saying anything. And I'm like, bro, like hello. So we sit there for like 5 minutes. I'm just like again waiting for Bella to show up. And then yeah, like the paramedics and the police and everything. Bro has still not said a word to me. And then his I get like this car pulls up, and I guess his wife gets out. Because I've been trying to talk to him. I'm like, dude, like, are you good? Like, are you okay?
Might have been in shock.
I mean, it's possible, but his wife got out of the car and we started talking. But long story short, the police get there, and again, I haven't gotten any of his information yet. Like, I've been like, dude, like, you got your like insurance, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, like the police get there, and his wife goes, "Oh yeah, he doesn't have a license, by the way." And I'm like, bro, like, ain't no way, ain't no way.
God.
And yeah, the cop's like, yeah, dude, you shouldn't be out here driving anyway.
How does this happen? So I feel like I hear of this all the time.
It's not like you had a license either, buddy.
Well,
His is a different situation.
Yeah,
Imagine
he's at least
not-
registered.
Imagine genuinely not having a license and just being like, yeah, I'm gonna drive around now. Like, it's not hard to get a license, is it?
I mean, not really, but
If you
Not
have
in
access to a
America.
car, how do you not have a license?
Going
I'm
back
so
to what you just said,
confused.
people don't want to be slightly inconvenienced. They'd rather just drive around illegally than go take a driver's test or a driver's
Dude,
ed.
I
well,
think
it's
of
not
that-
thing. It's
I think of
Animal
that one video of that guy in Zoom court who did y'all see that, where he's like taken to court because he was driving under a suspended license,
And
the
joined the
judge is
Zoom
like,
while he was driving.
yeah, the judge is like, all right, put him on, and it goes to him and he's driving around and he's like, oh, I'm gonna pull over, yeah, no problem, and the judge is like, we got you for driving with a suspended license and you're driving, and he just sits there like, the judge just slaps him with like the biggest possible penalty, and it's fucked. I don't know how you do that.
Oh my god, bro.
Before I continue,
He
I just
was
wanna
like
say-
amazed that he was getting hit with this, that he was getting whatever this decision was, and he was like, oh my god, like how, like why?
Offended by everything, ashamed by nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to say real fast before we get going, McDonald's brought back the hot and spicy McChicken, and my life is saved. This thing is so fucking good.
They got a hot and spicy Big Mac chicken.
Yeah, are you able to
Yeah.
Big Mac that
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, you can Big Mac it,
Oh, this is a game changer.
dude. Hot and spicy chicken Big Mac might be the move.
It's
This
worth
thing
the E.
is so
coli.
Yes.
So I've been hearing rumblings. Is there a chicken Big Mac in the U.S. now?
Yes, there is.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
well, I don't know why anybody would want it, dude.
Yeah,
It's
just
too
get a
much. I
chicken-
don't know if I
Man,
want
why wouldn't
Thousand Island
anybody want
dressing
it?
on a
No, get the
chicken
McFishin
Big
instead,
Mac.
dude.
It's true. Get the McFishin.
Ugh.
Didn't we
Dude, can
just
you
have-
imagine a McFish and Big Mac?
I just got done puking my guts out yesterday, dude. Come on.
Did he have McDonald's yesterday? Or the day
No, I
before?
had hibachi from some new place. I'm never going back
Uh-oh.
there again.
Uh-oh.
Maybe
I
you
would
got
do
the
it.
fucking hibachi E. coli.
I might have. I puked that shit out. I'm feeling good now, though.
Ugh.
Just had to get that evil out of your system.
Dude, I do love that. Like, so, like, our group chat where we're like, when are we recording this fucking podcast? It was like everybody was like, okay, like yesterday, like they were like Tuesday.
Yeah, I was saying this earlier. We were literally half an hour from recording time, and Slap was just like, "It's not happening, boys."
I was making a sacrifice to the glizzy gods.
Caleb
Caleb, are
wasn't.
are we gonna get to hear about how you found your wallet?
Yeah, I was gonna say too.
Mm.
I will say I was pissed because I had to miss the Hoff, proud Shrimp Hours viewer, officiate his first wedding. So sorry, Dad. But
Oh, that's the you
Good job.
didn't get to go to the wedding. Yeah, that makes sense.
well, yeah, I mean, could you imagine like you're officiating a wedding and then like you're like, where's my kid? And you can just get a text. It's like, I am in a fucking car wreck. Like my car is totaled. But no, so yeah,
God
so
damn
that
it.
I've been dealing with that. Again, I never got the dude's insurance, so I had to go to the police station today and get the police report.
Yeah,
How
if he
did-
doesn't
like,
have
how
a
did he
license, he
leave?
definitely does not have insurance.
At what point did he leave without giving you like insurance?
He had his wife came, and then he had like an entire posse, and as they were towing our vehicle, like the posse was crowded around, and then they started fighting the tow truck driver. It was a whole bunch of shit.
Caleb, this sounds almost exactly like something I went through in 2015. And
Sounds like Animal Planet.
not to sound pessimistic, but be braced for a long, annoying, year-long civil court process where in the end you'll barely get a few grand. That was like what your
I mean, I have
Prius
his
is worth.
Yeah, I mean, I have his insurance down anyways. I tried calling him today, but they kept me on
You went
hold
through
for.
the trouble of getting insurance, but not a goddamn license.
I hate to break it to you, if that insurance information probably
shitty.
ain't
It could have been the
valid.
wife's car.
If he doesn't have an active license, he probably didn't have the insurance on that car. I hate
No,
to
but
break it to you.
No, Caleb said he talked or tried to get to his insurance. He has
I can
insurance.
dox him right now. Yeah, I have the fucking I have
No.
the police report
No.
right now.
Chat,
them
send
on-
your
yes.
hate mail to.
Can we get them on the
chat.
phone?
Yeah,
Dude, I should call him right
enhance
now.
that still frame. I want to dox this man.
Yeah, shout out to you
Um,
holding a police report up on the webcam.
Dude, all you would find out is where the crash happened.
You
at,
couldn't
and
see
that's
anything. It
that's
was
on
all
the front
blown out
page,
anyway.
But yeah, so I finally got on the phone with the dude's insurance today. I was looking it up. It is apparently the shittiest insurance in human history.
General.
I was on hold for an hour, and they told me to send them a message, and they would call back tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So we'll see
Yeah,
how that
that-
goes. And I need a rental car to go to work by tomorrow. So
Ugh.
it ain't good. But yeah, no, I went looking for my wallet. That is the one bright spot out of today. But I went to the DMV because my wallet was like an hour down south this morning, and I was like, it's fucking gone. So I just went to the DMV and bit the bullet and renewed my license and all that type of stuff. And then earlier I saw it was back in town, and I was like, hold up, we're back.
Yeah, this is a like tile tracker ad is what it is, because you had a little tracker in your wallet and could
Dude,
see.
shout out to the
You could
tile
watch
tracker,
it
bro.
drive around town.
Yeah, we were watching it around town. But like part of the location history, like it was telling me it was in this section of this neighborhood. So I had a specific car I thought it was because it would ping whenever I was near their car. So I rang their doorbell, they weren't home. And then I came back like 30 minutes later, they weren't home yet, and I was like, dude, all right, like when are you gonna be home? They were like, an hour. Like, give us an hour. I was like, okay. I go back, and then I'm like, dude, like this isn't adding up. I don't think this is you. So I walked the entire neighborhood, like this entire section that I thought that the neighborhood or like that the thing was pinging off of. And all of a sudden, like I was literally just about to give up. I was walking back to I was using my mom's car to get around. So I was walking back to her car, and all of a sudden it connects like at the very last second. Buzzer beater, just fucking bam, weak signal. I was like, hold up. So then I just tracked the signal to get to where it was like very strong. And I hit the button, and I heard it beeping inside this car, and I was like, we're fucking back. So I went and rang on their doorbell, and they were like, oh yeah, we found it. Your address isn't like what was listed on your ID. So I was like, okay, well, good. That
Yeah,
I
you
should probably.
should if you ever move, you should update your driver's license for
That sounds a little suspicious.
Or at
I
least
mean,
put
I'm-
your updated address in your wallet.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Well,
got it back, but the thing's been missing for like a week.
Yeah,
Dude,
it
they,
didn't
drive
they don't
around
have
with
his
it?
address.
I mean, it was directly in front of my house, and they tried ringing it like the doorbell. So I don't know.
Oh wait, yeah,
Um,
no, you're right. Hold on. You did drop it like on your way out of the house, and it was literally sitting outside the front of your house.
Yeah, it was one step off the curb in front of my driveway, like. So
okay,
I mean,
yeah, that
it's-
is a little bit weird.
yeah, I mean, I inspected it, and I don't think it's missing anything. Maybe like a fucking $25 gift card, but I mean, fucking
They treated themselves to Applebee's for their
yeah,
troubles.
dude. They went have a Longhorn dinner on the house. I don't give a fuck. Like, okay.
Good old Red
Yeah.
Lobster.
Wallet is back, and we are so back, except for the Prius, which is
Yeah.
deceased.
Damn.
Dude, we
So
should have
how-
a tribute video for that.
That was a
Prius.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well, if
same
we
way
had
you
more
had
footage
the.
of
In the
it.
heart of
Oh,
an
and I
angel.
had a promotional interview that I've been dealing with on top of all this. I did that earlier.
Sure.
Oh shit! I just dropped a drink on the floor. But
Dropped
I
a
had
what?
that at like 1:15.
The week continues.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be back at work tomorrow, but we'll see. I might continue my life of degeneracy.
Just
Well, you're gonna have
hitchhike.
to you're gonna have to go car shopping pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I'd say I need to have a car probably within like the next week or so.
All right. All right, 2 minutes of football. What happened this week?
Browns are back.
Looney Tunes
Yeah.
ass game between the Seahawks and the Bills.
Do you see
didn't
the
even see that
commies Bears? The
Yeah, Bears lost on a Hail Mary.
Oh, I did
And
see
one of
that
the
on
Bears
Twitter.
guys was like caught
Was
on
taunting
camera,
the crowd
like talking
beforehand.
shit to the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
Well, one of the reasons I was in Virginia was my best friend was in town for that game. So I saw him before that. Then that happened afterwards. Like I was texting him like, "Holy shit, you saw a hell of a game." It's like, yeah, I'm never gonna forget that in my life.
Dude,
Yeah, that was sick.
can you imagine watching, like, you're breaking down the all 22, like in the fucking safety room, like your coach is just like sitting there and they're like, all right, so let's see, 29's out here talking shit to the crowd. The ball gets thrown. He's out of position, and the dude he's supposed to be covering catches the game-winning touchdown.
He was the one that tipped it up. He was the one that
He's
tipped
the
it up.
one that tipped it.
Yeah.
It was both. He was the one that tipped it, and the guy who caught it was the one that he was supposed to be covering. Yeah, that's bad.
He might die this week.
Jordan,
Shout out to that guy.
Might get
Love's hurt
some
again.
cement shoes thrown to the Potomac River.
I will
Jordan
say,
Love's hurt again. Fucking
Oh,
Malik
yeah.
Willis is undefeated as a Packer backup 3-0. He is keeping our season alive. I'm now
God
ranking him
damn it.
the 5th best quarterback in NFL or in Packers history. No, 6th. 6th best quarterback in Packers history, behind Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, and Jay Cutler.
You're forgetting Flynn.
That's right. I said Jay Cutler. Matt Flynn had one good game. I don't put him above Malik Willis.
The Falcons won this last week against the Buccaneers again. So shout out to the Falcons.
Didn't they already play the Buccaneers like the Talladega weekend?
Yeah. It was in Atlanta that weekend. Me and Blake were at that game.
Yeah,
then
and
they
the
played in Tampa
NFC
Bay.
South, they're weird because they play their divisional games like back to back or like
That's
1
weird.
week apart.
Yeah, that's weird.
sometimes.
They have
It's
2
fucking
games in the
weird.
year
Yeah, it
now.
is weird.
They get them both over with before week 8. Now you have 9 weeks left of the NFL season where you don't see that divisional rival again.
Yeah. It's a little strange. But
NFC South sucks.
Yeah, they're the
the Falcons
anti-NFC North.
are going all the way.
What are the Saints now?
2-6, dude.
Oh my God.
They started
I
out 2-0
feel
and they've
terrible.
lost 6 straight, bro.
I have a
cannot-
coworker that's a big Saints fan, and I texted him like after they went 2-0 because that's when they were looking like juggernauts. And I was like, dude, like Saints look awesome this year. They're gonna go all the way. They've literally lost every single game since that
Since then.
exchange.
Yeah, dude, they were
I-
putting up like 40 points. Like they looked like they were elite, and then they were just like, yeah, we forgot who we were. Oops.
They remembered who they were.
Yeah,
Didn't
the
Rashid Shaheed die?
Aints, baby.
What was that, DT?
Didn't Rashid Shaheed die?
Who?
There's a Saints guy.
Yeah, he blew his knee up.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy.
On the topic of fantasy, real quick, I may have made a mistake in not keeping track of bye weeks.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
no.
I'm
Rookie
okay
mistake.
unless someone gets injured, and then I'm in real bad shape.
I haven't checked my fantasy in like a month.
Because currently, it turns out the Steelers and the 49ers have the same bye week, and I may or may not have 3 49ers and 3 Steelers.
Oh, you're done. It's over.
So I just need no one to get hurt in
You might
practice
just
this
need to
week,
take
and then I'll be fine.
Take the
Yeah.
L.
How am I 4-4?
Uh,
I literally haven't checked this since like week 1.
Dude, I was 3-1, or sorry, I was 1-3 to start the season. I've got 4 wins in a row. I'm
Oh my
going all
god.
the way.
I demolished Slap in this most recent game. 160 points I scored, and I didn't even set anyone.
I didn't set anybody either.
Dude, Shrimp League is dead.
Yeah,
We gotta.
League might be
I
dead.
don't know what happened to Shrimp League this year. Nobody cares.
Yeah, who
I-
cares?
I was doing the true spirit of Shrimp League, where I'm not doing a bunch of trades and shit. I'm just letting it happen out randomly, play out randomly.
I saw
like
my
I'm
lineup
drafted.
every week. I saw, not to call anybody out, but my opponent last week had Christian McCaffrey starting, which means that he's been in the lineup for 8 weeks straight.
That's
He's
tough.
out.
Who's your opponent? Hold on.
You go to last week's opponent. I beat him soundly, but yeah, we might need to be paying attention to the rosters.
I would play Shrimp Fantasy. Put me in next year.
We'll put you in next year. Real fast before we adjourn. I just wanted to
Our 20 minutes of football segment.
I just wanted to thank Ed Soundhead, who may or may not have delivered the second worst loss in Tennessee Titans history this weekend. I watched the entire game at a bar, and it got progressively sadder. The Tennessee Titans put up
2 to something.
The Titans put up 14 points. It was a valiant effort. The only bad part is Detroit might have scored 52 points on the Tennessee Titans. So
how's Mason Rudolph treating you?
The first quarter, we were so back. Like, we were going to the Super Bowl. I think Calvin Ridley was on pace at one point to have it was like a 40 reception game, it was like 500 yards or something like that. And it tapered off really quickly. So
all right, Slap's falling asleep.
The helmet to the head again.
20 minutes of football's over. You know what time it is.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
We're just on trip on drown.
I'm gonna have to pull that audio.
I thought we were about to start fan making.
Drip or drown.
Yeah, we might be slow.
Yeah, don't we only have 2?
No, that's not true.
I'm going
I've got quite a few things to show off, actually.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Podcast might be dead.
I'm gonna save Slap by starting off. We talked last week about some of that bad Hall of Fame merch, which was just like unlicensed and weird, and calling Carl Edwards an Xfinity Series champion is just kind of an insane move. This week, Mark Martin dropped a new Harris Lou shirt with the fucking Eagle One All-Star car.
See, that's how you do it.
Fully logoed up, dude. This thing looks sick.
Could never.
This thing goes insane. It's on the like Mark Martin archive store. And I love this. We just have new merch of old cars that looks like old merch, but it's like fresh. Let's Slap right now.
Whoa,
yeah,
guys.
this goes crazy.
No.
Whoa, guys. Whoa. Wait.
It's the big one. It's what we've all been fearing.
And now that you've enjoyed that, Slap, we'll take your post-nut clarity to some paint schemes from this week. First of all, NY Racing raced again with JJ Yaley, shout out. And I guess they didn't have a sponsor on the side of the car because they just put a fat Chevy logo, which I think is hilarious.
You know what? It doesn't look bad.
It's okay, I guess, for a plain white car.
I saw somebody point out that that's literally the Chase Elliott, like the Hendrick Motorsports test car from like 2022.
Oh, the Chevy logo on it? Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
How do I make this be a normal I've completely messed up this layout. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm looking down that bottom right corner.
It's just
there we go.
That's better. It's still not the right size.
It's better.
See, why is that not the full width? Why is it not a square? Who knows? All right. Some paint scheme coming up next week. 7-car Justin Haley Optic Gaming, which is like an esports team, I think.
You don't know Optic?
Why would I know Optic?
I think they're one of those like Call of
Duty
esports.
Call of Duty esports teams.
Why would I know Call of Duty
esports? They have a Coke team?
Who cares?
They do have a Coke team, I think. No, maybe they don't.
I only know who Optic is because one of my Flow Racing coworkers is obsessed with those like Call of Duty tournaments. And always has them in the trailer.
Down a well. Who cares?
I don't even know what this is, but it looks cool.
It looks like a Rob Zombie
it looks
artwork.
Somewhat Gravedigger like.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like
the green flames, but I like it. Shane Van Gisbergen, another Wendy's car. They're sticking the fries in the Frosties on the car.
I will never not enjoy a Wendy's car. Their commercials, on the other hand,
sticking the fries in the Frosties kind of questionable, but
that you do not knock it until you've tried it.
I've tried to
shut the fuck up, Canadian. Shut the fuck up.
Just
shut up, dude. You're a little kid.
There were probably some people that said the same thing about, I can't imagine sticking
eat your fries
cheese
with
curds
gravy.
and gravy all
Yeah,
together.
gravy on fries, you fucking Neanderthal.
That's the good stuff. Connor Zilich 2025 paint scheme dropped. It's just a Jarrett thing, but it's kind of cute. It's got some Sharpie like marks on it. I don't know. I like
it. Jarrett thing. You wouldn't.
It's fine.
Oh, random like sick graphic for a like who even is this? Daniel Hemrick. Daniel Hemrick car.
2022
some paint
Xfinity
company.
Series champion.
That's insane. I know that's just such a weird Daniel
Was that
Hemrick
2022?
I don't know.
2021.
One? I think
Somewhere around
one.
there. That's already a while.
Anyway, I got a paint car. Looks cool. Oh, I really like this. We finally have a good jockey car. Every jockey car, I think, in the past, either been that stupid fish thing or that American flag. But they made this like plaid flannel like blue. It looks and it feels like fall, and I like it. I like it a lot. This thing is
Dare you
sick.
talk shit about the fish car?
Dude, that car is so. We're gonna see it on the drippies this week, and I know what I'm gonna be saying when that thing pops up this week. I meant this year. Oh, speaking of this year, here's a car for next year. Ross Chastain 2025 Kubota car. Apparently, they did some fan vote,
the same.
and it's just kind of a standard.
Why does it say
car.
Camaro on the rear end?
Literally,
It's
it looks
supposed
like
to say that.
Why does it say Camaro on the rear end? It's not supposed to say that.
Looks like a 10 from a distance with that big ass circular logo right next
It
to the
kind
one.
of does. And then an 01 on this side.
Yeah, I love that they literally just ripped the Kurt Busch like the Haas car from.
It does look
like,
a lot like the Kurt
2017.
Busch Haas car with all the little gradients.
Yeah.
Myatt Snyder's back
Who
in the
gives a
applesauce
fuck?
car.
Oh, he is racing again?
Yeah, he's just doing like a few DGM races. He
Hey, we
kind
got
of
to
sat
see
out
him.
for most this year.
Yeah, I hope he ends up in the fence again.
MBM is racing Martinsville and Phoenix with Josh Blicky and Chad Fidsham, sponsored by
Tobacco
2-1?
Chew.
2-1 or Zone? Or Tuone?
21?
20 NE?
21.
I think it might be 21.
Is it not Zone? Dude, this
I think it is 21. I think it is 21.
20.
Yeah, because it says 21pouches.com.
That's a horrific branding. This is so bad.
This
Do you remember
actually
that
looks
rant?
like a Bass Pro Shops paint scheme.
I was
remember that?
about to say that. It
Yeah.
looks like a Truex car.
Do you remember that little statement I said a while ago? I was like, I'm annoyed how like most companies these days, the way they come up with their company name is just taking like an existing like word and just spelling it wrong. Like
This
I know
is
this
just
is
horrible.
I know this isn't
Gotta
quite
get
the
the
same
URL.
thing, but
Although in this time they
In
didn't
this,
get the
like,
URL.
what are they doing? Like, how is that supposed to read 21? Like, listen, 23XI supposed to be called 2311 is bad enough when it just says 23XI. This
that's
is
not great.
This is horrific branding. Anyway, last bit. Some
Oh
Halloween
my
schemes.
god, there's so many more.
I just want to talk about some Halloween schemes. You'll probably see different things on the DGM cars next week because they usually do them at Martinsville. But they ran like a Miami themed Halloween thing. Is that your dog going insane?
Dog.
God damn. But yeah, they got skeletons on the beach for like a Miami Halloween thing, which I think is kind of cute. And then the 92 had like some sharks and stuff on it.
I like the reflective number on that.
The
one.
51 had some kind of like Halloween type Miami
Vaporwave
thing. Honestly, it looks sick.
That
And
is
these are all Michael Michelli design, raceartist.com, and he'll be doing more. He also did a 76 truck, which I think is racing at Martinsville with like a Joker Spencer Boyd thing on the side. And this guy kind of like invented the Halloween scheme sort of meta, and he does all these cars. And next week there's also
They
gonna
are
be
all good.
I don't even know what that is.
That's
I guess that's
Thanksgiving,
supposed to be
not
Jeremy
Halloween.
Clements Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay.
It was a pilgrim.
When's Thanksgiving in the U.S.?
Next,
Isn't that in
the
November?
last Thursday in November.
Yeah, it's like a month. The season will be
Being
over
on a
by the time.
Thursday is insane, by the way.
So is the last Thursday in November, or the second to last Thursday, one of the two.
Why are they doing this in October?
I don't know. Why do they
Because
fucking
they're
sell
last
Christmas decorations in October? No one knows anything.
I want to show these off on the fucking show. First of all, I want to put this on a shirt. We've talked about it so many times, but the NASCAR sucks. Country and Western is rubbish. Drawn like exactly as it was on the cars, you know them. And
That's
then,
one of those things. Hold on, before we move on.
Okay.
Where this meme has been a meme for so long, I had forgotten where it fucking like that quote originated from.
That is from Top Gear.
Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I
when they
thought.
drove through Alabama.
Yeah, and they drew this on the car. So I literally copied exactly the way they painted it on the fucking car. And I'd be kind of worried about wearing this to a track, and some guy would be like, what do you mean NASCAR sucks? Because you're not about to sit there and explain what a Top Gear episode is, but
Unless you're me, baked as fuck on the boulevard at 3 a.m.
Put this on. Put this on under your favorite driver's shirt, and then when the race goes to hell and they throw a caution when the white flag comes out, and then it's a nonsensical mayhem, pull this shirt out. The other shirt that I really wanted to do is the fucking Le Mans disaster shirt.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I shit on it.
Ben wants me to do like a 1950s style design instead of this goofy, you know.
That's exactly how I envision it. Like the same like template as like I'm with.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, it's like one of those like a boardwalk boomer shirt, but it's just the Le Mans disaster.
Yeah, my thing was like I wanted it to look like an actual shirt that makes someone like take a double take and go, "Oh my God, that's
the whole point."
It is.
So you look at it and you go, "Wait, what? There's the car upside down."
There's no double take on that one.
Yeah, there is.
There's
Yeah,
double
there is.
First two
Wearing
words
this
is
shirt.
"I survived." It's gonna be like, "Hey, you
And then
survived."
they read the 1955 Le Mans disaster.
Hey, liberal, I survived the
So,
1955 Le
okay,
Mans
hold on.
disaster.
We are all ordering these and wearing them to our shrimp trips at racetracks next year, right? Like, we all have to be posted up in the "I survived the 55 Le Mans disaster"
Get
t-shirts,
kicked
right?
out of a fucking.
One thing I did think
I'm
of.
going to the 24 hours of Le Mans next year, bro. I'm gonna wear this.
One
Like
thing
a
I
throne.
thought of is, can we add the names, the 84 names on the back?
Of the people who died?
Oh my
No.
God.
That's
Jesus
a little,
Christ.
that's a little dark.
That got a little too morbid.
I was worried about like, what if like some dude's like grandfather died in this wreck and he sees you wearing this the fucking meme shirt of, like
And
I
his size.
survived.
It was 1955. I doubt all 84 of those names were like.
We're going to the
documented.
24 hours of Daytona with these matching T-shirts. It's been
Listen, all I'm
decided.
saying is this is a Shrimp Hours first. I'll probably do more like actual promo with the shirts and stuff, but I think by the time this podcast goes out, you will be able to buy NASCAR sucks, country and western is rubbish, and I survived the Le Mans 55 disaster, and all I got was this
I'm
T-shirt.
buying the hat, the shirt, the diecast.
The flag.
The diecast.
Dude, we should put that on a flag. Just the fucking "I survived the 1955 Le Mans disaster."
so
Fly it high,
stupid.
baby.
That
God.
NASCAR sucks one would be a good flag too.
Oh yeah, and
That
like
would be
the
a good
race
flag.
sucks, and you just start hoisting it up.
Dude, yeah, the race
Got
is
it on
shit.
TV again, bro, at Talladega.
Dude, yeah, we go to Talladega and there's not a flip. We just hoist the NASCAR sucks
NASCAR
flag.
sucks.
All right, let's go to the planet.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Animal Planet time.
Oh,
I tried to do the
CPU
token.
struggling.
Is it?
It
Yeah,
lagged
that's
for like a
what
split second, but it fixes
Yeah,
itself.
I pretend
right
it sounded great. I guess Caleb's story was kind of Animal Planet already. Do we have any other submissions?
I would say me.
I would say Ben is an animal because you had a chance to go to the Martinsville Miata race and went and
That's
watched
true.
a freaking basketball game instead.
An early season basketball game.
An early
at that.
season basketball. So, look,
You might be an animal.
listen.
Look here.
I did drive to Virginia with the initial plan of driving 4 hours down to Martinsville and back
Mhm.
on Saturday, which would have sucked. And then bringing my dad. So this was going to be like a father-son trip. But then that morning, we saw that the Cavs were playing the Wizards, and I saw my
Who
dad's eyes
cares?
light up. I'm like, all right, that's the choice. So
Is your
He-
dad a Wizards fan?
no, he's a Cavs fan.
I like how Ben messaged in the group chat. He was like, "Hey, what should I do? A Martinsville race or a Cavs game?" And
It
we
was
were like,
resounding.
"It was unanimous.
Everybody.
We were all
It was like
Martinsville,
5
Martinsville,
people like
Martinsville."
go to Martinsville, and Ben was like,
And then it was like silent for half the afternoon. Then he posted a picture of him in the arena, and then we were all just calling him dumb, stupid.
That's not what we called them.
animal.
That
There
is
might
not
have
what he
been
called
a
me.
few rainbow flag emotes on that picture.
They were not wrong.
But on my way
How
there,
do
we
I
took the
describe
metro.
you?
We knew that the Air and Space Museum in DC was getting renovated. We thought they were complete, but they weren't. So like a third of the exhibits were closed off. But they did have an exhibit, and the second animal is going to be the Smithsonian for having a safety section in the speed area. They had Dale Earnhardt's open face helmet right next to the Hans device that would have saved him.
Oh no.
So if you want to pull up that picture.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And then right underneath that is the Jaws of Life.
Oh, trouble.
Yeah, putting this up as like a safety device is kind of crazy.
What are those like pebbles down at the bottom? Hold on.
Oh, rings.
Oh, rings and a pin. Okay.
Interesting. And then we've got which wreck is that? One of you nerds
That is the
will know.
2016 Sprint Unlimited.
Anytime I think my autism is bad with crashes, Caleb said that zero hesitation.
Caleb immediately.
I don't know why I recognize that crash, but I do.
I know why.
So yeah, Smithsonian might be animals.
Caleb recognizes crashes the same way I recognize trains.
Also, I'm not quite of a fan of the new design, because if you've ever been there before the remodel, it's like it was all open. You had everything from ceiling down to the ground of like all these artifacts and airplanes and everything. Now everything's in their own sections, and it's less materials and it's more like videos and reading, which I'm not
no one likes
interested
reading.
in. So if you want to go to see the physical stuff, you want to go to Uverhazy.
Dude, Uverhazy, fucking incredible experience.
Yeah, so that's where all the good stuff's going to be. So if you're ever in DC and want to see the Air and Space Museum, don't go to the one in DC, go to the one in Dulles. So yeah, I did go to the Cavs game, and we saw the Cavs crush the Wizards. And if you want to put that picture on there, this was taken with my phone.
You had pretty good
Shout out
seats,
to
did you?
White Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
That might be White
Dwayne Wade at home.
What's his name?
Who?
Wade.
Dude,
Dwayne
hold
Wade.
on.
Is it actually Dwayne? Like his name's
D Wade.
Hold on. I zoom into the left side of the crowd. I see the greatest handlebar mustache in fucking history on that bald dude right there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's incredible.
That is the greatest
Dude, can we
Those are
put
walrus
that
tusks.
guy in the thumbnail?
Yeah. Holy crap.
Dude, shout out to the walrus.
Dude, even the guy in
those are
the back row is like
thick.
looking at him like, holy shit.
Dude, he got rid of all the hair in his head and put it on his upper lip.
God damn, that's incredible.
Look at the kid in awe.
Yeah,
over
look
there
at the
on
kid.
left
Yeah, just
side.
in amazement to the left of him.
You see
Dude,
how
that's
he's
a
leaning over
freak
and
of
he's
nature.
scared.
That's crazy.
Do you know what that reminds me of? There's a great picture of someone, like, it's a really quick, like, high shutter still of some guy in the baseball audience getting clocked in the jaw by a bat that went into the foul section. And it's one of those things where if you just look at every single person in the fucking picture,
yeah.
like, they're all making a fucking hilarious face.
There's
So
some
yeah,
good
so
sports
instead of
audience
going
shots like
to
that.
see the Miatas at Martinsville, I stayed in DC
And went to a museum that wasn't done being
And
fixed
you
yet
saw
and
the
watched a
greatest
basketball
handlebar
game.
mustache. He saved it. He saved
apparently
it.
so.
All right. That's fair.
Ben, I declare Ben all sins forgiven. I bestow this upon ye.
No.
Okay.
We're going Animal Planet again for Ben in GeoGuessr. This man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh no.
So,
So-
we've been cracked on GeoGuessr lately. Go
So,
ahead, DT.
As you know
He-
from the podcast last
Oregon.
week, I've been trying to get everyone to play a little bit more GeoGuessr because I'm autistic and I like it. And I found out that like you can just host rounds on like racetrack ones. So we're doing like specifically like American racetrack ones. And there's a really great map that some guy did with like 250 plus locations of like racetracks across the US, and you'll go from like tiny little dirt things in Wisconsin that Cody immediately recognizes to just like weird road courses in like Washington. And it's pretty fun because it sort of combines track knowledge and geography knowledge. But Ben, I guess, was mad that he was losing because on one of the rounds, there may have been
I did not do this on the racetrack rounds, to be honest. This was before we got there.
Yeah,
this was like
just pure geography.
Yeah, this was regular GeoGuessr.
Ben started Googling. And it's not even that like that was a problem. It's that now as soon as anyone does well on anything ever,
it's all
Google allegations.
Shrimp trust has been broken.
Yep.
We used to live in a high trust society. Then we invited the Ohioan.
The moment anyone wins a fucking game now, there's just
also
Google accusations.
And what's funny is I didn't even fucking win the one that I cheated on. DT still beat me.
We played a US round and I still beat Ben even though he was cheating.
The thing was he had like rat answers too. We were like, Ben, how did you get that? And he was like, oh, the area code over here. Like, no,
he was like, oh, you know, I used to I get calls from here all the time, so it's just I know I recognize the phone number.
And then at the end of the night he was like, oh, I've been Googling, by the way. And we're like, what? We're like, you've been what?
Animal.
Yeah, I will. So this kind of goes into the media check-in right now, but we've been cracked out on Space Game again recently.
Oh,
me and Cody,
so
I swear right now he will tell you that I was looking at his screen, but we had 2 rounds yesterday where I was cracked out of my mind. Dude, again, I swear on fucking everything that has ever been created that I did not look at his screen. And I had 2 rounds. Ed can vouch that I was not looking at your screen.
Ed can vouch that when he went to go look at all the little dots that who's watching the stream that you clicked off by the time he went to actually go look at that.
I just know in my heart that I did so well that Cody thinks I cheated, and that brings me peace.
I'll explain my point of view. And Caleb on the second one even admitted, hey, I understand it looks incredibly suspicious.
It looked really bad, but
basically 2 times in a row, we were playing 1v1 of our little hunter game where we spawn into the map and hunt each other. I was streaming it for Ed so he could watch it. 2 rounds in a row, I was hiding in an extremely obscure spot, not making a sound. Caleb jumps down from some like floor above and just immediately beelines directly for me, like he knew exactly where I was going. And on the second one, I got spawned in to like basically the main entrance of that mansion level. And you know as well as I do, DT, when we play that game, it is always the protocol where we go main entrance first, except in the event of a mine map, and then we go emergency. The one time I spawn and I'm basically right there at the door waiting for him, that's when he decides, oh, I'm actually going to go emergency first instead. He doesn't come in for a couple minutes, so then I go and like crouch into a corner, like a really hard to find corner where you can't fucking see me.
This is where it gets bad.
He hasn't come in at all. He obviously took emergency or something. I heard him off in the distance. Once again, I'm not making a peep. Once again, jumps down from the upper floor, knows exactly where I am, and just snipes me immediately. I do not believe Caleb for a fucking
I don't remember
second.
the first round, but I will say the second round, I will talk you through. So it was me. Was Rusty in there when we were doing that?
I don't know. Rusty wasn't paying attention. He was doing his own Call of Duty stuff.
Rusty can't even show up for this.
Well, he did say he was retired from the podcast. But anyways,
we know.
So I was talking. I was just autopilot mode. I went to emergency and I found my way to main. And I was like, all right, this sucks. I jumped down off the railing and I was looking towards the door. And Cody is crouched in the corner, like right next to the door. So he was on my screen. So I see him immediately and I shoot him. And fucking Cody
was away from the door, by the way. I wasn't by the door. I was off in the corner on the other side of the room. That doesn't add up. Yeah, Caleb's not escaping these accusations. This is the same guy that's stolen Minecraft diamonds.
Again.
That's true.
I swear on
about
everything holy.
Everything I admitted that I was cheating.
Oh my god! There's
all right, you're both animals.
Gaslighting.
Next topic.
Hold on.
We spent too long trying to explain the ins and outs of Lethal Company.
Before we go to media,
and we also got new skins. I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
I started a little adventure of my own this week, or I guess technically tomorrow.
Can we talk about how Cody's an animal for spending like a shit ton of money on just NASCAR merch?
So long story short, like a year and a half ago, my grandpa passed away. They have my grandparents with that massive NASCAR collection. My grandma now is in the process of like packing up and moving so she can go live with one of my aunts. Basically, they're looking to get rid of this entire NASCAR collection. And I threw her an offer, and she said yes. So I am now the proud owner of my entire grandparents' NASCAR collection that they've spent decades accruing.
Are we allowed to say how many figures you're spending on
It's
this?
a lot. It's a lot of money. That's enough.
It's probably more than I should be spending, but time
but
will
it's a
tell if it
lot
was
of
worth it
shit.
or
Listen,
not.
it's an investment. It's not a purchase. It's an
For what
investment.
it's worth, what you see in this video is probably maybe 20% of what they all actually have. Most of it's in
Christ.
bins stored away.
God.
Ooh, I might want some of that.
That's
There's
not
that-
a Jeff
Yeah, do we
Gordon
get
car.
dibs on this stuff, Cody?
Yes.
That's in Cody's bedroom.
That's in my bedroom, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that overlooks you when you sleep.
Jeff is always watching over there.
Dude, she must be a huge Jeff
My
Gordon
name-
Oh
fan.
yeah, she was. Yeah, that was her main driver.
What's bad is like some of this, we were talking about it the other day. It's like, oh, I got this Pepsi bottle. Like, I have that Pepsi
Dude,
bottle.
it was
Jeff-
some
like,
Jeff Gordon's sprint cars and shit.
because I was like, because she's got a big Gordon collection. Ben loves Gordon, so I was like, hey, if I buy this, like, Ben, would you be?
Why does she have a
interested in some of this?
Paul Menard corner?
she's
Dude,
got
she's got a corner.
everything.
She's got a corner for literally. She
She's
has like.
hard for Menard.
She had Ricky Hendrick like cars. She had like.
damn.
Yeah. It was
Jesus
I think one. but
Christ.
just to show you the obscure drivers that she had.
Oh my
And yeah, I was just like,
God.
just spitballing like random items to Ben. It's like, hey, would you be interested in this? Interested in this? And yeah, it was just like obscure like RC car. He's like, oh, I already have that.
Yeah, I had that as a kid. The fucking T-Rex 1/16
Look at all these old
scale
petty ones.
RC car.
God damn. I was saying
Oh.
Cody's got a video and like you have to document as
You
much
have
as
to
you
document
can.
as you go,
all of
yes.
this.
I'm bringing the camera tomorrow. Don't you worry. It might take
Jesus
fucking 5 years to
Christ.
get edited and posted, but I'll film it.
I mean, it'll be a lot of work just to like research what a lot of this stuff is worth.
But that's what we're here for, Cody.
Okay.
If I can name this 2016 Sprint Unlimited wreck from one picture at the Smithsonian,
Oh,
and you're in good
God.
hands.
Then I can certainly rip you off and get you to spend $50 on a $10 Carl Edwards diecast.
Dude, that Carl Edwards corner, if you have any, like, I don't think she probably has any Blaney shit, but if, like, Carl Edwards shit,
I think she's got a few Blaney things.
listen,
Dude,
if you just, like, random 164s to stick on my wall of fucking...
Oh,
where-
Up by the
just
ceiling TV.
die-cast. Yeah.
Oh, there's the ceiling TV.
Dude, don't worry about the ceiling TV. Don't fucking worry about the ceiling TV.
I want to go to Wisconsin and film like a fucking antiques roadshow of just NASCAR diecasts and weird. I'm sure there's some weird ass pieces in that
Listen,
collection.
Cody, I'll get on a plane tomorrow and we will film.
So basically,
Well, you're gonna have to get yourself to the
place-
airport.
my place that I've spent the last like month since I did my last work trip cleaning and trying to get back up and organized and into shape
Are you about to fill that with all?
is
that
now going to be
bins?
stacked with boxes. It's basically going to be a diecast
no.
warehouse for the foreseeable future while I start selling the shit and shipping
Dude,
it
I
out.
mean
God.
that's a good deal.
I may or may not have to rent a storage unit too for like $50
You-
a month.
You definitely have to run this.
It might be better to put it in a storage unit than where you're living.
Honestly, yeah. Just set up a folding table in the storage unit, get pictures of everything, and put it all up online, and then just go there when someone wants to buy something.
Well, the goal is tomorrow when I go, because I'm heading to her house to start collecting some of it. Just basically picture, box, like bigger box, picture, box, bigger box, and just that way I can start loading up like some of the 124s and some of the bigger ones and just already have a picture of all the ones that I can just list like the moment I get home and have all the dimensions and weight done. So I got the shipping info ready. It's going to be a long process, but I think I can make my money back.
I'll
And
show
then
you a
some.
long process.
Mm.
All right, is that everything?
If
for
I am
now?
homeless in the next year or so, you will know why.
Things
But I
happen.
will have no shortage of cars to keep me warm.
Build yourself a house out of diecast boxes.
Dude, holy
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
That'd be based. Yeah, if I need an addition, I can just go to Ed's shelf. I
Yeah.
need a garage.
All right. Media check-in. I guess we already kind of did it. I don't really have much else to go off of here.
That new Call of Duty came out, which has been the only reason we've seen Rusty recently.
Apparently it's decent. Apparently it's like
plan
the
on
first
playing it
decent
this
Call of
weekend.
Duty in a while. I don't want to install a 100 GB game that I'm going to play for 2 weeks. I'm sorry. It's only 80 gigabytes for one game.
You only 80 gigabytes. Shut the fuck up, Ben. Fucking stupid kid.
A video game should be like 50 tops, and that should be like an incredible game, not like a call. Like, why is Call of Duty 80 gigabytes? You just get like 10 maps that are this big, and you go run around and shoot each other with some guns. Why does it need to be 80 gigabytes? Compress your freaking textures, bro. Let's open some emails.
Send in your fucking
I gotta
mail.
piss.
Wash your fucking
hands,
Slap.
Oh, god damn.
Send them in, guys.
He's gonna wash his hands and
hand slap.
piss.
Oh, there's new Steve
give a fuck,
1989.
Send in those emails at this point. Welcome to fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail. Fan mail.
We got 10 emails this week.
Oh my, I'm going to bed.
Oh,
And the
god
thing's fucked
damn
up.
it.
Oh.
Who turned their thing off?
That's my forehead.
Who do you think? Then right when you get done fixing it is when he's gonna come back from the bathroom.
I mean, I should be able to fix it with one button, but I have messed it up, and I have been too lazy to fix it.
Sound like that one Liquid Richard song.
Also, we got
Sounds
some
like a-
new MRE info by Steve 1989.
We
We're
heard.
just gonna sit like this for now. I don't care anymore. All right. If you have to piss, send us an email to ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Also, if you're interested in buying some diecasts, send us an email.
I was gonna say, if anyone watching that saw anything on that video they're interested, look on Cody H Gaming eBay account in the next few months.
Jesus Christ, we have 10 emails, and I already see 3 of them are from one person and 2 of them are from someone else.
All right, we need more
like,
emails, but we
next.
need more emails from other individuals.
We need more emails, but more quality emails.
I'm sure you have questions, comments, and concerns. Please inquire.
You guys are hating.
I am hating.
I think we've made fun of too many emailers. I think that's the problem. No one wants to send anything in anymore because
We
he's like,
scared
wish
them all
death
away.
upon their families.
Dude, that is my favorite meta, is that we just like bully these emailers, they don't come back, and then we're like, it's literally like the fucking Eric Andre and Hannibal meme where it's like, who bullied the
did
emailers?
this? Yeah. Anyway, speaking of bullying emails, first one comes in from Harley. God damn it.
Hit the button.
Oh, we got a cat.
We do have a cat. Harley
Is that a
says,
Did you wash your hands before you're petting that cat with your pee hands?
Yeah.
Piss hands.
yeah, cat's white is turning a little bit yellow. Harley Payne says, hey Shrimps, I don't know if I know this won't get read until likely Monday next week.
Well,
Not too far off.
it's Wednesday.
But I just had a
friend.
thought I didn't want to forget. I don't remember if you've done it before, but I think it may be cool to do a historical dripper drone. Listen, I can't get these guys to like look at 5 paint schemes from the current week,
Yeah,
let
it's
alone
true.
historical ones.
Yeah.
The moment
Maybe in the off
DT
season.
Yeah, the moment DT pulls out like a 1989 Bill Elliott on Drip or Drown, we're killing him. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, it's the death of the podcast and ourselves.
Oh, Bit!
Oh,
It's messing with the
A
shot.
second cat has attacked the webcam.
Bit.
Keegan
Why would
writes
you do
in.
this?
Keegan
Go open that
says,
closet door now if there's not a green screen.
No, Bit, don't do it.
Keegan says, hey Shrimps, this is post Vikings game. Game was shit, first of all, but the refs are another handful. The act was so blatant that Stevie Wonder saw that face mask on Darnold. That was kind of fucked
oh yeah,
up.
that was
Yeah.
bad.
That was
Also,
brutal.
I picked up Vikings defense this week, and they sucked.
Fun fact about that face mask. Packers had a playoff game like that under one of it was
Oh,
Aaron
who
Rodgers' first
cares?
run.
No, I'm sure.
Got
The
dragged to the
refs are
ground.
bullshit and should be tossed to space. Thursday Night Football, prime stage for 2 teams, and it's getting like that. Diabolical. And then Keegan sent another email that says, forgot in the last email. Last one, I swear. We've also breached 4 or more flips across 3 series every year since the next gen was introduced. 2022 we had 5 flips, in 2023 we had 4 flips, and in 2024 we have 5 flips already. From Keegan. I mean, I guess not already. I kind of added that, but Keegan sent another email It says, "Hey Shrimps, I've embarked on a statistical journey. An Instagram account asks its followers, to what degree of airborneness does a flip count as a flip? Majority said 90 degrees is a flip." Oh, this is too much, man.
When
Dude,
a car
if
flips,
the car
it's
goes
a flip.
upside down, yeah. If the car goes upside down at any point, it's a flip.
If the bottom of the car is facing more upwards than it is sideways or downwards.
Tony Stewart 2012.
That was as close as humanly possible, but I would count that one a flip.
Yep.
Because there was like
I
a
agree.
very split second where he was basically
Where, yeah,
like,
he was all the way upside down, but then he came
not
back
counting
up.
the banking. He was, yeah, or like.
Hold on, DT's brain
horizon.
might be broken.
That needs to be the thumbnail for him, by the way.
He's like ranking the number of rolls that each number has taken in the Cup Series.
All right, this is a
door is
Keegan, is this a cry for help?
0.25, roof equals 0.5, and a full rotation is 1.
Look, there's a 5-step process to autism.
The most flips is the 15 car, which has 5 flips for a combined 13.5 rolls. The 41 has the most rolls
Monster
at 4
trucks.
flips for a combined 20 rolls. And there's like 10 other entries, which I'm not reading
NASCAR.
out.
Sucks.
Bobby
Country
Labonte is the only person to have flipped at New Hampshire in any of the top 3 series. There's more flips at Sonoma than Dover. Talladega has 39 flips for 90.25 rolls, but Daytona has 42 flips for 113.25 rolls.
Interesting. So they flip more frequently at Talladega, but when they flip at Daytona, they tumble harder.
No, because there's 39 Dega flips, but 42 Daytona flips.
Oh.
But it's 90.25 to 113. Dude, you...
Dude, DT's broken. You broke him.
Yeah, you might have
incredible.
broken the man.
Ryan Newman is
got a
known
big
for
tail.
flipping, but all these people have either tied or beaten his number of flips. Bobby Labonte flipped a lot. Michael Waltrip, Dale Earnhardt, Elliott Sadler, Tony Stewart, and Ken Schrader. There might be more to come, but thanks for reading this, enjoying this show.
Oh!
Keegan, you spent a lot of time doing this.
All right, fine.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Get some help.
It's not worth it, man. Mr. Ass writes in. I went to the Mazda MX-5 Cup race in Martinsville and I loved it. We were going to have a photo finish if that last yellow didn't happen, but it was still awesome and I can't wait to see it again next year. The modified race afterwards was a snoozer and NASCAR needs to bulldoze Phoenix and bring the championship back to Miami. Based.
I did watch the
Ben while you were there.
MX-5's race on my phone
You're an animal.
before the basketball
You
game
are an
started.
animal.
The next email comes in from our good friend from down under, Andrew R. He says, "Morning, all y'all. Kyle Larson came over the radio and had a whinge that having a flat tire meant that the car sat even lower to the ground and damaged the diffuser. This wouldn't be a problem if, 1, the diffuser wasn't there, or 2, the ride height was raised to a minimum of 4 inches, or 3, his own crew had installed shims or bumps on the suspension to stop that from happening. Is it time that we stop paying attention to what the drivers want? A better handling car is fine until it isn't. The strange paradox is that having a worse car is better for racing in a clump. Gen 8, if they consider it, should be about producing a worse car. Raise the ride height, make the tires narrow, etc., etc. Thank you from Andrew R.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
2,000 horsepower, where if you just
It should be
just
hard
blip
to
the
drive.
throttle with like a 1%, you just instant tire spin.
The harder
I
it is to
don't know.
drive, the more the
Hear me
driver
out.
matters. How about
I
that?
think a wider tire base. We should make it smaller tire. No, bigger tires. Let's make it kill the drivers whenever they get into wrecks.
No,
Let's
whenever
have a
they
rear
back
diffuser.
into- back
Yeah,
in the
whenever they
car.
back into the wall, they're out for the season.
Or their
or
career,
for
like
life.
Kurt Busch.
Less horsepower, cut the horsepower in half.
Whenever they get flat tires, I want them to be out of the race. That's another big one for me. Let's see. I
if they
want them
get
to
a
be
flat-
more expensive. I want them to funnel money into my fraudulent sport.
I want you to have to buy
Saudi
specific
Arabia.
parts from their ring of manufacturers at set prices.
I want the team to not even own the car.
Make it a spec series, no balls.
Why don't people like NASCAR anymore?
Kyle says playoffs are gay, Phoenix finale's gay, low horsepower is gay.
How do I describe you?
I don't know if I can say
Based.
that. In all seriousness, though, Homestead was a banger. These are Kyle's words, not mine. I'm putting that out there. He says, in all seriousness, though, Homestead was a banger. Whoever thought that Phoenix being the finale was a good idea needs to be fired. That I agree with. I watched F1 in Mexico. It was decent, I guess. Cars looked really fast, which is another reason why high horsepower would be good for Cup, because it's faster. That was a good fucking F1 race. I was popping for that. Shout out to F1. Question.
Championship locked up?
No.
Ooh.
And there's an actual battle. There's a battle in the drivers and a battle in the constructors, and it's between different people, which is kind of insane.
Yep. Red Bull's really been fucking it.
Yeah,
Perez
so
especially.
basically for the drivers' championship, Verstappen's like struggling to hang on.
And Lando's faster, but Max responded by just like basically trying to run Lando off the road and just doing everything he possibly can to keep Lando behind him. So it's kind of insane, but sick.
Get 20 seconds of
penalty. Isn't Leclerc in it too, or like?
No, because he like the Ferraris are kind of slow in the first half of the season, but they're fast now. But they're also the only team that has two decent drivers, because like Oscar's good when he's good, but he's not that like consistent, and Checo's just ass. So Ferrari like has a chance to run for the constructors now, just off the basis of Leclerc and Sainz both being okay. Leclerc almost ate a ton of shit at the very end of that race.
Dude,
he had this
that was an
nutty save. He like almost like broke his back and blew up the car. Like, dude, the last corner in Mexico when they come flying around the stadium onto the straightaway, he loses the back end of it, like goes completely over on the wheel, straightens it. He's like facing the wall and somehow manages to turn to where he misses like the end of the wall where like a Marshall thing was, like an access road. Dude, it was almost
he almost
incredible
ate shit,
accident.
broke his back and ate shit. Or
Exploded the car.
That would have been a huge crash.
It would have been a big crash.
Let me look for this.
But he made it and finished third, which was kind of sick.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy seeing Cup cars on that track next year. Like, I'm really excited for that.
I'm not.
I was thinking about it. I think it'd be cool. Oh, also Kyle says, question, what are some things that you want in Wreckfest 2? There's one single thing I want in Wreckfest, and it's draft. If that game had draft, it would be like 100 out of 10. Personally, I just want Slipstream, yes, and better dirt ovals, as well as better AI at some tracks. Yeah, draft and AI that doesn't just ruin their own races to wreck into you. Primo. Some dirt tracks with some friggin' cushions and shit.
Yeah.
I go hard.
Based.
Not Matt DeBenedetto writes in, says, hello shrimps, I'll try to make this least not all one sentence because last week's was way too long. It was fine, just throw some periods in there, driver. Homestead was probably the best race all season. NASCAR, please make it the championship race again. Phoenix sucks ass. I'm pissed that Terrorist Hill is in the final four. Makes it even more stupid, especially after last year with Creed. Okay. I shouldn't have said anything about the truck and Xfinity title fights being better. Connor Jones. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Connor Jones, aka the worst Jones in NASCAR, needs to be suspended or forever banned.
Oh, he was.
The fact that he's been called to the hauler twice this season says all you need to know about him, and what he did was inexcusable. I hope Matt Mills recovers soon. Yeah, that was kind of insane. He got suspended for next week. I hadn't even heard of Connor Jones, to be honest. The truck series is so bad that, like, I have not watched it, and the Fox broadcasts don't help.
Before the Milwaukee Mile race for the trucks, my mom, who knows nothing about NASCAR, has just not kept up at all. She went to like a local Menards, or I forgot, like they were having like some like, hey, come look at some of the trucks they'll be racing, like promotion for the race. And Connor Jones is one of like the drivers there, like meet and greeting people. And I remember her like, she's like, oh, I met this guy named Connor Jones. He was so nice, blah, 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 blah. And like, yeah, she obviously doesn't really know who he is, but it's just like some random driver that she met, just had an interaction with. And then I told her, it's like, oh, did you hear what your boy did? She's like, oh yeah, I'm not a fan of his anymore.
They got your boy. They got him for attempted murder. Rusty Broussard writes in, Hey Shrimps, it's Rusty again, and I want to start this email to respond to what Cody said in episode 115 at the 1 hour and 39 seconds mark. Call that,
another prediction.
Which was, and I quote, Massachusetts has tornadoes? The answer is yes. We get tornadoes. The only ones that typically get acknowledged by national news are the most devastating ones, which are EF3s and 4s. We mostly have 0s, 1s, and 2s, but there have been some 3s and 4s, which are the strongest ones to hit Massachusetts. There have been 4 F4s since the first... What? There have been 4 F4s. The first one was the Worcester tornado of 53, followed by 1973, 79, and 95. Also, someone on Twitter noted that Tyler Reddick is the first driver since Rusty Wallace in 93 to flip one week and win the next week.
Yep.
That's a cool stat, actually. P.S. Fuck Joey Logano's mid-ass. PSS. Isn't it supposed to be PPS? The Patriots finally won their second game of the year, so we finally suck a little less due to the Jets also being ass. Listen, I celebrate the Patriots sucking.
That is fucking hilarious.
I used to pray for times like these.
Cody, because it
Fuck
was
the
against
Patriots.
the Jets.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I'm used to football disappointment at this point.
Who was it? There was someone else.
What?
I'm trying to think if it was a driver or a sports team. There's someone else that's like doing ass, and everyone's like, "Don't you feel bad?" And I'm like, "No," but I feel that way about the Patriots. Fuck them. PSSS. You guys should design. Yes, that's what it is. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Kyle Busch didn't win." I used to pray for times like these. I'm so glad Kyle Busch sucks.
This is like the Jimmy Johnson post Pocono era, where I love it.
I'm
It's
happy
great.
to be
Fuck
here.
you,
Yeah. I don't feel one bit of bad. Fuck Kyle
This
Busch.
bro is running around in 25th every week. Austin
Hell
Dillon
yeah.
has a race win this year, and you don't. You're washed. Get out of here.
PSSS. You guys should design a shrimp flag that says "In shrimpage we trust" below a big ass shrimp.
Dude.
Be solid. Be a good shirt too.
Background. It has like all of our.
Oh, Ellie's biting. Ellie's biting.
Oh, she almost did. She got close.
I'm actually gonna write that one down.
Dude, look at her tail. She's pissed right now.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God, she's wagging it.
She's gonna kill Cody.
Hey, you know,
She's gonna.
she gave me a kiss.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
still kissing, but she's pissed.
All right, do you want down? Okay.
She's gonna bite your fingernail.
Final email.
Thumbnail piercing.
Final one comes in from Harley.
Oh, her
It says
breath
Homestead
gross.
is awesome. I'll be damned. Another certified fantastic race. No notes. Can't wait for Homestead to have the finale again in a few years. Wasn't it supposed to have it next year? And then they were like, actually, no.
They said it was happening next year. Rat Bianchi was like, it's happening next year. And then apparently they wanted time to renovate the facility. So that's why it's getting moved to spring of 25 so they can renovate it and then have it for 26.
That's why those grandstands are gone. That makes sense.
Those grandstands have been gone since 2020.
Oh. Well, I haven't been there.
20.
Since then. Hopefully the renovations go well and it becomes a premier venue. Caleb, I'm not from Athens and I'm offended that's your guest. I'm from Savannah and have lived in southern Georgia all my life.
Oh, shit.
I'm a Vols fan through family, which we all know from Vin Diesel is the most important thing. No question this week, but
That's
I will
true.
provide a picture of my dog for your viewing pleasure. And he has provided a picture of his dog.
Give me the pooch. Oh.
Oh.
It's just, I just like the way it
Just a
shows up in
dog.
this email thing. Just dog.
Shout out to that pooch. My bad. Hey, speaking of Savannah, Georgia, we had quite a few GeoGuessr. Dude, what's that one racetrack in Savannah, Georgia that we kept getting in fucking GeoGuessr? I don't know. There's a racetrack near you that we kept getting in
Okay.
GeoGuessr. So caused us a lot of issues.
Known Savannah, Georgia enjoyer, Caleb Hoffman.
I never said that. I never said that.
I never said that.
Fake news.
Wrong.
Wrong.
They're
When's that,
eating the
when's that election
racetracks.
again? Is that next week?
It's like next week, yeah.
Is
This
social media
time-
finally going to be safe?
This
First
time,
week.
like if we record the podcast next Wednesday, the election will be over. Like we will know who
Good.
the next president will be.
Good.
The next podcast should just be us live streaming the results.
Yeah,
We should
November
have our own
5th.
January 6th.
Oh my god.
All right, that was Shrimp Hours number 120.
Real
Butt
talk, though.
problems.
The election is next Tuesday. We should do it election night.
Dude, we did. I remember in
That would be
2020
kinda
we
fun.
did live election night shrimpage with like Jacob was like forecasting the states for
Oh,
us. We need
yeah.
to
I
get
would
that
have-
back.
I would have too much anxiety to function.
Nah, don't take it so seriously. Have fun.
Yeah, Ben, come on. It's only your president for the next 4 years.
Yeah, it's only the future of this country. What's to worry about?
Everything.
And all of
We
our
don't have a
livelihoods.
title. I literally didn't write down a
Butt
single
problems.
thing.
Butt problems.
Problems.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was before. Yeah, that was before you got
Yeah.
here. We were talking about why Slap couldn't make it last night.
Butt problems.
Also,
All right.
you need
I
to take
got a
your
little bit
thumbnail.
What about thumbnail?
You need to take your thumbnail from when you were reading that dude's email and looked like you were
Oh,
about to
dude,
die.
dude, respectfully, you can spend your time not doing that. You can spend your time not
But
watching
please-
this as
but
well.
please
This
send
is
it
not-
to
Yeah,
your
don't
emails.
watch this podcast. Like, send us emails if you do, but don't.
Yeah, I
This
actually
is the last
judge you if you
episode
watch this
ever.
podcast.
It's
Yeah.
genuinely a red flag if you watch this show.
I judge you if you're about to fall asleep by 10 o'clock. Like a
Yeah,
certain...
Slap's about to fall asleep. All right,
Someone over
bye.
here.
11:30
bud.
over here. Fuck you.
It's true.
Slap, don't make
Steve
me edit it in the
Phelps,
last
you
minute
did a
like
pretty
last
good
week.
job this week. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a lap of it, but fuck you anyways, piece of shit.